So what got you guys started in opening a homebrew store?
Well,
it started as a hobby. We got a homebrew kit for Christmas from my sister-in-law, and we started brewing our own beer, and it just kind of took off from there, and pretty soon we ended up owning a homebrew store, sharing the hobby with everybody else in Hawaii.
Yeah, the kit was really great. I didn't really know how easy it was to make beer until I got the kit for Christmas. Basic beer has 4 basic ingredients. There's water, hops, grain, and yeast. And they come in all different varieties and all different forms. There are different levels of beer making. You can start at a very basic level where you're using something like the syrup malt extract here. That's the easiest way to do it. All your fermentable sugars come right out of this drum. You boil those up with some hops, hit your yeast when it's cool enough, and your beer's fermenting. A little more advanced, you add some grains to that, and we have all types of varieties of grains depending on the style of beer that you're going to make. Will dictate what kind of grains you use, anything from light to dark. We even have something called chocolate malt down there. That's a very dark grain. So you add some grains to that mixture, you add a little more flavor to it, a little more texture and some color, and you have a better beer product. The best part about making your own beer is that it is fun, and you get to make a product that you're going to enjoy.
Whalers was the island's first brew pub to open on the shores of the beautiful Kauai Lagoons Resort.
Story is I basically started out home brewing while I was in college at UC Davis, and it just so happens they have a brewing school there as well. I'm so used to being from Northern California, the whole idea of microbrewing is sort of caught on there.
Oh yeah,
It's 10 years old, and I've been to places where you go to a little closet hut and there's guys sitting around with John Deere hats on drinking Guinness, so that kind of deal is, you got a real easy reign there, but you come here and it's like starting over again. It's like being Buffalo Bills in '79, trying to reinvent the wheel out here. And like I say, I get the guy coming in, it's like, oh, love the dark beer, man. I drink that Red Dog all the time, and you get that guy, and it's like, oh, this is gonna be a real uphill challenge. So, started off, made a real light wheat beer. I mean, just trying to get people over the fence, and crazy as it may seem, they started off with that, and it's still a very heavy seller. But as soon as I made my IPA, which is 7% and 56 IBUs, man, it's the #1 seller. And I love, because the way the Hawaiian alphabet is, they pronounce IPA IPA. I usually hear them down the bar, give me one IPA. And I'm just like, yes, that's what I want to hear, So.
Hello everybody, my name's Dennis Rutledge. I'm Public Relations Manager for Macmillan's Brewery in Hertford, England. We are a traditional family brewery, still owned by the Macmillan family. We have been brewing beer for 168 years. We're going to take you on a trip round our brewery. We have 2 breweries, the new one which was built in 1983 and the old original brewery which was built in 1891. You're going round a real traditional British brewery. Aren't you lucky? Come with me. Meanwhile, cheers.
Our beer trek of England continues to East Anglia and Hartford, home to one of Britain's most traditional breweries, Macmillan's.
Inside, as you can imagine, it's the most modern, up-to-date, technically advanced brew house anywhere in the country. And yet every process that goes on in that ultra-modern brewery today is the identical hand-controlled processes that still go on in the old brewery. There isn't a computer in the place. We still rely on the skill and the care and the craftsmanship of the brewers working down there, the same as their grandfathers, their great-grandfathers, their great-grandfathers did before them, You are in a working brewery, a living museum. We still brew in here. And it will go on being so for many years to come because that's the way the family want it to be. That's how it is. And, you know, it's like the old American saying, it ain't busted, kid, don't mend it. You know, it's as simple as that. We fancy that we are taking care of our future by looking after the past.
Well, we enjoyed the tour. Thank you very much. You've been wonderful, and your beer is wonderful also.
Super. Well, it's lovely to see you all. It really is. If I'm ever in Honolulu, Hawaii, or wherever, I'll be there with my glass of Macmillan's original AK saying cheers. God bless. Nice to see you all.
Yorkshire Grey, near Bloomsbury, brews fresh ales from malt abstract and uses a sparkler on their hand pumps.
Would you mind explaining what